For decades, a nation held its breath. A collective yearning, a silent plea echoing through stadiums and living rooms. The dream of football supremacy felt perpetually out of reach, a mirage shimmering on the horizon of history. Each near miss, a familiar ache. Each disappointment, a heavier cloak woven from near successes and crushing defeats, a tapestry of what-ifs that had long defined Spanish football's international narrative. But within this shared experience of near misses, something else began to grow. A resilience. A belief, however fragile, that the next time, perhaps, would be different. This wasn't just about a game, it was about identity, about a country looking for a reason to unite, to roar as one, to find a common pulse in the shared passion for the beautiful game, a unifying force against a backdrop of complex regional identities. South Africa, 2010. A continent awakened to the rhythm of the world's greatest sporting spectacle, the FIFA World Cup, a quadrennial explosion of global unity and fierce competition. And for Spain, the journey began not with fanfare, but with a quiet determination, carrying the weight of expectation and the ghosts of tournaments past, a burden of history they were finally ready to confront. The group stage was a test, a tightening knot of anticipation. Early stumbles, unexpected challenges, a stunning 1-0 defeat against Switzerland that sent shockwaves through the nation. The familiar script of doubt threatened to reassert itself. Could this be just another tale of what might have been? The pressure cooker simmered, the ghosts of past failures whispering doubts in every corner of the continent. But then, a shift. A turning point. The intricate passing, the fluid movement, the sheer audacity of their play began to shine through, a mesmerizing display of tiki-taka football. This was not just a collection of talented individuals, it was a symphony of coordinated brilliance, a team moving as one, each player an instrument perfectly attuned to the others, creating a harmony of possession and purpose. The knockout stages. Every match a cliffhanger. The weight of a nation's hopes pressing down with every second. The quarter-final against Paraguay, a tense affair. A penalty saved by Iker Casillas. A shot hitting the post. The margin for error shrinking to nothing, the tension palpable as the game hung precariously in the balance. Then, a moment of pure, unadulterated drama. A handball by Antolín Alcántara. A penalty awarded. The chance to break the deadlock, to seize the momentum. The player stepped up, the stadium hushed, the fate of a nation hanging in the balance, every eye fixated on that single, decisive spot. He struck it cleanly. The ball found the net. A collective explosion of relief and joy, a cathartic release for a country that had waited so long. The dam of anxiety broke, releasing a torrent of emotion. Spain was moving forward, the dream still alive, burning brighter than ever, the weight of history momentarily lifted. The semi-final against Germany. A formidable opponent, a powerhouse of international football. The stakes impossibly high. But Spain played with a newfound confidence, an almost serene dominance, their intricate passing a language understood by all, their movement a dance of pure skill that left the German team chasing shadows, unable to disrupt their rhythm. And then, the breakthrough. A perfectly crafted goal, the culmination of exquisite teamwork. A towering header from Carles Puyol, a veteran presence in the Spanish defense, connecting with the Cesc Fabregas corner. The ball nestled in the back of the net, and the nation dared to believe it was destiny, the impossible dream inching closer to reality. Johannesburg. The final. The greatest stage of all. Against the Netherlands, a team known for its grit and determination, the Orange Legends. The air crackled with an almost unbearable tension. Every pass, every tackle, amplified by the hopes of millions, the weight of a continent's footballing aspirations resting on these two teams. The match was a brutal, physical battle. A war of attrition played out on the green canvas, a stark contrast to Spain's fluid style. Yellow cards mounted, fouls were committed, the flow of the game constantly interrupted. The referee, Howard Webb, faced an unenviable task managing a match that threatened to boil over, a testament to the stakes involved. Minutes ticked by agonizingly slowly. Extra time. The clock a relentless adversary, each second a small eternity. Fatigue set in, muscles screamed, but the will to win, the collective dream, pushed them onward. The score remained locked at 0-0, the tension reaching its zenith as the possibility of a penalty shootout loomed large. Then, in the 116th minute, a flicker of magic. Andrés Iniesta, a player renowned for his vision and composure, received the ball. He drove forward, a moment of individual brilliance born from collective preparation, a player who embodied the spirit of this Spanish team, carrying the hopes of a nation on his shoulders. He took a touch. Then another. The Dutch defense scrambled, closing in, but he found a sliver of space, a fleeting gap between two defenders. He unleashed a shot. A powerful, curling effort that flew past the outstretched hand of the goalkeeper, Martin Stekelenburg. The net bulged. History was made. The roar of the crowd was deafening, a tidal wave of pure, unadulterated elation washing over the Soccer City Stadium. Iniesta, the hero, ran towards the corner flag, his shirt ripped off to reveal a tribute to Dani Jarque, a fallen teammate, a poignant reminder of the lives intertwined with this monumental victory. For 56 years, Spain had chased this dream, a generation of players and fans living through near misses, heartbreaking defeats, and unfulfilled potential. The weight of those decades, of the fallen heroes and the silenced hopes, was finally lifted in that single, glorious moment. The final whistle blew. La Furia Roja, the Red Fury, had conquered the world. The celebrations began, a spontaneous eruption of joy that spilled from the stadium into the streets of South Africa and back home to every corner of Spain, a nation united in its triumph. This wasn't just a sporting victory, it was a cultural phenomenon. It was the moment Spain, a country often defined by its internal divisions, found a singular, unifying voice. The shared joy transcended politics, region, and background, forging an unbreakable bond through the beautiful game. The players returned as heroes, greeted by millions in Madrid. The streets were awash with red, a sea of ecstatic fans chanting their heroes' names. The open-top bus parade was a dizzying, joyous spectacle, a nation reveling in its hard-won glory. The scientific principles behind their success were as remarkable as the emotional journey. The tiki-taka style, perfected over years, relied on geometric passing patterns, optimal angles of approach, and an understanding of spatial dynamics reminiscent of a complex mathematical equation. Each pass was a vector, each movement a calculated step towards an inevitable conclusion, minimizing risk and maximizing possession. This style demanded incredible physical conditioning, pushing the boundaries of human endurance. Players ran an average of 11 to 12 kilometers per game, maintaining high intensity for 90 minutes, sometimes more. Their aerobic capacity, honed through rigorous training regimes based on sports science, was crucial for executing the relentless pressing and quick transitions that defined their game. Psychologically, the team was a fortress. The shared history of disappointment had forged an unbreakable mental bond. Coach Vicente del Bosque cultivated an environment of calm authority, emphasizing collective responsibility over individual stardom. This allowed players to perform under immense pressure, trusting their teammates implicitly. The philosophy of possession, of controlling the ball, was more than just a tactic, it was a statement. It reflected a desire to dictate the terms of engagement, to impose their will through intricate play. This approach, rooted in the Dutch total football of the 1970s but adapted and evolved, showcased a mastery of the game that bordered on art. The iconic goal by Iniesta wasn't just a moment of individual genius, it was the culmination of countless hours of training, of thousands of passes rehearsed and perfected. It was the product of a system, a philosophy, and a generation of players who had believed when others doubted, who had persevered when others faltered. The victory resonated far beyond the realm of sport. It became a symbol of national pride and unity for a country that had navigated challenging political and economic times. The shared experience of cheering for La Roja provided a much-needed sense of collective identity and belonging. The legacy of 2010 extends beyond the trophy. It inspired a new generation of footballers, embedding the values of skill, teamwork, and perseverance. Young players across Spain and the world were captivated, eager to emulate the passing triangles and audacious goals that had defined that magical summer. It demonstrated the power of a unified vision in sport. When a team, a nation, coalesces around a shared goal, with a clear strategy and unwavering belief, even the most daunting odds can be overcome. This was a testament to what happens when talent meets tenacity, and dreams are pursued with relentless passion. The echoes of that victory continue to inspire. The memory of Iniesta's strike, Puyol's header, Casillas' saves, they are etched into the collective consciousness. It serves as a powerful reminder that history is not just written by the victors, but by those who dare to believe and fight for their dream. This triumph was not an isolated event, but the culmination of a sporting evolution. Spain had been building towards this for years, refining its style, nurturing its talent, learning from past heartbreaks. The 2010 victory was the blossoming of a long-held promise, the realization of potential meticulously cultivated. The tactical discipline was extraordinary. Spain completed an average of over 600 passes per game during the tournament, a staggering statistic that underscores their ball-control dominance. This relentless possession stifled opponents, dictating the tempo and wearing down defenses through sheer persistence and precision passing. The mental fortitude displayed was just as critical. Facing intense pressure, hostile crowds, and physically imposing opponents, the Spanish players maintained an unwavering composure. Their ability to remain calm and execute their game plan under duress is a testament to their psychological training and the strong leadership within the squad. The narrative of 2010 is a powerful reminder that success is often built on foundations of patience and consistent effort. It challenges the notion of overnight sensations, highlighting instead the rewards of dedicated preparation, strategic planning, and a collective belief that transcends individual ambition. The dream was earned, not given. The unique chemistry within that Spanish squad was palpable. It was a blend of seasoned veterans and emerging stars, all playing for something bigger than themselves. This camaraderie, fostered through shared experiences and mutual respect, translated directly onto the pitch, creating an almost telepathic understanding. The tactical flexibility, while rooted in possession, also allowed for adaptation. When necessary, they could absorb pressure, defend resolutely, and strike with lethal efficiency, as demonstrated by Iniesta's decisive goal. This balance between beautiful football and pragmatic effectiveness was key to their ultimate success on the world stage. This wasn't just about winning a cup, it was about achieving a cultural moment. It was about a nation finding its voice, its identity, on the global stage through the universal language of sport. The shared passion created an electric atmosphere, a collective heartbeat that powered the team forward. The story of Spain's 2010 World Cup triumph is a profound lesson in the power of belief, the importance of teamwork, and the beauty of executing a vision with unwavering dedication. It's a narrative that continues to inspire, reminding us that even the most persistent dreams can, against all odds, become reality. The journey to that golden trophy was long, marked by struggle, setbacks, and moments of profound doubt. But the spirit of La Roja endured. Their victory is more than just a record in a history book, it's a testament to the human capacity for perseverance, a beacon of hope for anyone chasing a seemingly impossible dream. The dedication required to unearth the full story of this team, from the historical context to the scientific underpinnings of their tactical genius, was immense. If their improbable journey moved you, a like and a subscribe are how you help ensure the tales of such unwavering spirit continue to be told. Andrés Iniesta's name is synonymous with that moment. It took years of dedication from countless individuals to bring this narrative to light, piecing together tactical analyses, biographical details, and the sheer emotional weight of a nation's hope. If you believe his story deserves to be remembered, a like and a subscribe are how you help carry it forward.